Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to some more Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. Before we start today's video, I wanted to go over a big update that was released over the weekend and how it might change the game going forward, especially for higher difficulties. So obviously there was a problem before, right, where if we take a look, like melee damage wasn't scaling. So they've now changed that to where weapons will scale damage based on the type of weapon it is, and also based on the tier of the weapon. I think this is like a tier 3 great axe, so it is getting 12% strength scaling. A tier 4 great axe would get 15%, and likewise for other types of weapons, like this wand gets intelligence scaling. So your weapons will now scale off that, so hopefully that'll help weapon damage in the future. In addition to that, strength now also, I don't think it shows here. Strength gives armor penetration in addition to what it did before. I'm looking at the page for the update right now. Other things, lower enchanting cost, scaling, so it's cheaper at higher levels. You get more dust and crystals. You now assign attributes by holding down the button. Dex and int crit damage scaling is basically the same, but worse as you get over 400. The way they described it is below 400 dex and int, it's a buff, but beyond that, it is worse. They also added spell mastery mechanic by unlocking a new NPC, which I haven't found yet because I haven't played. In addition, there is now a new infinite scaling, or seemingly infinite scaling meta progression system in the chapel, which I'm going to run over here to real quick, where you can just donate all your extra resources, and it doesn't show them what they do in this screen, which is probably something that they just forgot to add. But basically the amount of gold you've donated is extra weapon damage, the wood is extra spell damage, stone is damage taken reduction, and smith seems to be pickup gain stuff. It also has potion as one of the things listed, so I don't know if potion, like probably the amount of health and mana you get back from potions. So there's an infinite scaling here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show on that screen. Like I said, I think that's kind of weird, but yeah. They also added spell tags to summons and trinkets, stuff like the magic missile trinket. You spend X mana to cast magic missile, now scales with spell power, so that's pretty neat. I think all of that stuff is good. I don't know if it's going to solve the later game problems, but we're going to jump into a new game plus 2 run, see if we can find that new guy, and go from there. I'm just going to take extra damage. Let's just breeze through this, right? Oh, apparently one of the warrior skills was broken too. I think it said Dauntless. I don't remember which one that is. Killing Spree Dauntless. This was broken somehow. I don't know how, because I think it worked before, but we'll see. Anyways, we are playing the Berserker, for what that's worth. I don't really think it matters what we take here, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe brutality. Extra crit seems good to start with. And then for our food and stuff, we want extra crit, weapon speed. This is all great. I don't think we want double-edged. I think we die from that. I guess we take Stinging Curse. Be happy with it. And an Architect, as always, take Farsight. Your enemies, just, you don't need it. And then we get Treasury, because why not? And Gentle Traps, my favorite. All right, let's just jump into it. For some reason, my warrior was only on New Game Plus 2. Also, I thought I changed his name, but I didn't. Well, whatever. I tried to change his name to Monster Hunter Wilds Waiting Room, but it did not take, so that's on me, I guess. We got some blessed bread. How about that? So yeah, we're just gonna zip through the early part, see if we can find that new NPC. It's in dungeon, or it's in the dungeon area on New Game Plus 1 or higher. All right, more brutality. We like that. So weapon characters should be a lot more viable. I saw that there were some little balance changes too to some skills and whatnot, which I'm not necessarily going to go over right now. Some notable, like one of the most notable ones I saw was like Warden's like wind attack proc, the Ranger subclass. Changed the cooldown on it from 4 times a second to, I don't know, 0.15 second cooldown, which is, what is that, like 5 times a sec? No, that's more than that. 6 times a second-ish, 6 to 7 times. Maybe 7. It's probably closest. I didn't turn off combo. Well, whatever. Be fine. So that class getting extra attacks or extra wind procs is kind of nice. Also, like, I guess weapons technically got significantly better, which is maybe the biggest thing in the patch, I guess. I don't know. Strength heavy scan. There is also some armor differences too. I didn't mention. I have to like dive back into the document here, and I'll do that as soon as I get to this little spot where there's no enemies, so I'm not getting jumped. Okay, let me see. Armor and resistances are reworked. Negative armor and resistance is no longer as powerful as positive armor. Basically, you know, positive armor is better than negative armor. Armor and resistance penalties for New Game Plus are now lowered to negative 120 and negative 65, which is crazy. And lowered curse armor resistance penalty from New Game from 4 plus some algorithm. I don't know. I don't know what that affects, so I'm not going to talk about it. And they also adjusted the enemy boss armor and resistance value to scaling the max other changes. So that's interesting. Oh, they also changed how some of the bows work, which is interesting. Probably should have unequipped all my stuff, huh? Well, none of these things really matter, and I only say that because they're all kind of low level. I guess we could take this 10% spell damage gloves and be on with it. But yeah, so it was a massive patch. Like, massive. For the purposes of the game. Hopefully a sign of things to come. I don't think it's going to solve all the problems. I think there's definitely, like, I don't like the idea necessarily of just like an infinite resource. You infinitely get stronger, kind of like Diablo 3 Paragon. You know, you just get, you get more of the main stat forever. Until, I mean, I don't know. It just, that seems like the least efficient way. Or the least fun way to do it. But I don't know. We'll see. This is obviously, this is New Game Plus 2. We're still in like the good territory here. I don't think any of that really matters that much. It does, you know, it does make early game armor feel better though, because there was something we said about New Game Plus 2 specifically, is like when you start having negative armor. We have 377, and we have positive resistances in New Game Plus 2. Which, like, wasn't really a thing before. Now, for solo, I don't know how much that's gonna matter, but the idea of being able to tank in party gameplay is really nice. Whereas that was just not viable prior to the update. Past, like, what, New Game Plus 3 or so? Skills cost no mana. Great. Things that don't matter. It's fine, we're gonna hop around. Obviously, we don't need to kill all the enemies. I'm not gonna hunt down for every secret room in this run either, because I think we're plenty strong for handling the boss. I just want to make sure we get all the upgrades. And, of course, all the enchantments I could find, because I'm still missing some. Vulnerability. Oh, that was a big pickup, I would say. Let's take the Hellfire Cloak, whatever. Yeah, getting vulnerability there was pretty nice. This vulnerability does seem to be one of the better stats you can get. I definitely tried doing this run with this guy on my Steam Deck, and it was late at night though, so I fell asleep during the run, which is why I can already, you know, skip this if I wanted to. But yeah, falling asleep in the middle of a pack of enemies is not a good way to survive. I will just say it. It's not a good recipe for survival. In fact, I would say it reduces your chances of winning by about 100% based on my testing. Exceptional Whetstone over... Nah, actually, I mean, I love Exceptional Whetstone, but I think you're supposed to take Markham's anytime you can. And now that there's infinite, like, resource scaling, I think you actually take Markham's just over everything. Unless you're, like, really trying to push a win that maybe you couldn't otherwise get, but I don't know. Wow. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna take fire salts. That trader was awfully generous, though. I've seen one secret room. I haven't played for like a few days, and it's already showing. All right. When you gain rage when casting Warcry, and cooldowns are also reduced during rage. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not really using... Well, I think it affects the cooldown on Whirlwind. If I'm not mistaken. So I'm not going out of my way for secret rooms, but if I stumble upon them, I will be opening them. But like how we've missed the other one, unless it's up here. Unless it's right there. No, it's not. Okay, whatever. We exit stage left, apparently. I mean, that was pretty good. I'm gonna go and pop my potions here. Just, I don't know. I'm like, I think 50 away or something from the potion upgrade. Don't know if we're ever gonna do ice damage, but it's fine. It's fine. We're chilling. That was an unintended pun. Yeah, I don't think the heavy... So the heavy crossbow got slightly increased area on its explosion radius, which is nice. I mean, obviously it got damage scaling too, so I mean, that's a straight up buff for it. Because I was trying to get that build to work prior to the update, but it just wasn't happening. The strength bow that had a power shot now shoots 3 arrows when it does power shot. And let's take health regen. And the dex bow got just a different spell, I believe, altogether. Every 4th weapon attack, I guess. I don't know. Those are all kind of whack. And there's an imp. He's up here. 34 resources. Thanks, little buddy. But yeah, if you were waiting for an update to try and like progress the game a bit more, I do think, or if you'd hit like a wall where it wasn't fun because your defenses were just like, oh, well, I have to play caster every time, it might be worth jumping back into and seeing if you can make, you know, dex and strength builds a little bit better. I mean, dex was still kind of viable just because it did damage, but you wanted to play super lame. And this is all for people who've been playing like many hours, right? If you've, I still think the first like 30 hours of this game is really strong, regardless of other scaling. I don't even know where I'm going right now. Let's just go to the boss. And maybe get every rock trap on the way there. We do damage. Very tanky as well. It's not like insane damage, right? But if I get our crit rate up higher, I could see this being pretty strong. Especially with an actual weapon. Like I said, this is a tier 3 axe, not tier 4. So we're scaling. Get hacked. Get hacked like the government. Sure. Maybe let's take a bastard sword. It sells better. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It should be fine either way. Mushroom madness over here. You know, I was curious if those enemies could walk through that. I actually had no idea. And it's kind of funny because I don't think they could. So we just hopped over. More obstacles to like manipulate enemy movement wouldn't be terrible. I will take Killing Spree, Brutality 3. That is fantastic. All right, that kind of glitched out there, huh? It's 5% crit, which is obviously one of the best possible things you can get. Definitely the best common upgrade we could get. As crit damage is still our best way to scale, which is kind of why we're playing Berserker, right? Like, this guy just gets all the crit damage. He's so angry. Yeah, maybe I should have led with the armor change in the video, I'm realizing, because that's probably more relevant than everything else. But, you know, it's all one big tapestry. Some things may be a little more important than others. All right, where go we? Let's grab this. I'm gonna take the health regen on Warcry. I think that ups our survivability by enough that I can justify taking it over just straight up extra damage.
Potion is empty.
Again, use the potions just for meta progression purposes. I don't know if I'm on the last tier of potion use, but I kind of hope so, because if I'm not, that means the other ones like use 1,000 potions, and I don't know if I got that in me.
That skill's not yet ready.
Spin to win is back. That's all I know. 30% weapon speed. That's a good one. Obviously, now, for those who are new, we did not get that just now. That is the recipe to attune trinkets. So now in town, we can use the star points, the talent points we have to attune trinkets, and I think if it's green, it should be 2 points to attune that one, which is a big deal. Like 30% attack speed's a lot. You're hacking away. This is where I wanted to go, right here. All right, so we can take, well, we're just gonna take armor pin. So one of the other problems with the game later on, I would say, that I don't think has been addressed, obviously, is the curse system, the shadow curse, where you're just heavily punished for being melee. Or really any build that's a tank, because enemies will apply shadow curse, which just reduces your defenses. And it's kind of just a feel bad system. It doesn't really, like, we just got a shadow curse. It reduces our, it's like 4 reduction. It's not a big deal, right? But it starts to pile up, and the problem is it makes you so it's like, oh, well, I could just play a wizard and not get hit by anything, right? So I won't get any shadow curse. I think that's why it feels bad. To me, anyway. I did leave towers in, but I don't think it matters. Just have to be careful, because these things will shotgun you. All of my early game deaths, I think, came from these towers and traps and whatnot. Hack away. And trade wood for stone. Just a value trade there. Ocean charge. I don't know. I think just enemies hitting you and causing shadow curse, it feels just terrible. If they want to just say you get X shadow curse going into each floor, I think that would be a better system. And then you just have to fix it at certain areas or something, like the pyres that are already in the game. Because this isn't the type of game where, oh, if you're a tank, you can be like, oh, I'm gonna parry your guy the attack and whatnot. It's like that doesn't exist. You can obviously take curse reduction food, but then you're like, you're losing so much damage, because so much damage is in food and drink from, like, oh, you get 10% crit chance. Like, well, I can't pass that ever. I'm going to take the Girdle of Might here for 10% damage and 10% reduction of damage taken. It was just good things. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like the curse, the power of the curses. Just put that on the enemies. Just make the enemies stronger. They did add a, like an aura buffing type enemy. Somewhere. I noticed it in the patch notes. I haven't noticed it yet. I think it's supposed to be like a bannerman or something. So we'll probably see some type of aura guy. I just knew it was down here. Ooh, spiked pauldrons. That's 3 pieces of that set. It's kind of big. There's nothing down here. There's the skill orb. I was just refusing to open my big map for literally no reason. Melee damage up. I want Dauntless. I want to be able to get killing spree on hitting elites just for the boss fights. Or not elites, but, well, elites and bosses. And we only need 1 point of it. You don't need any more, because it refreshes itself, but you do need the single point. All right, what do you have? Warcry heals? Nope. Ectoplasm. We could turn fire to ice. I'll increase our damage for 10 null resistances. I think that's fair trade. Apparently that skill is not yet ready. So saith the voice actor. I'll take Warcry Battlecry. I think that's better than upgrading Dauntless. Okay, Caltrops should seemingly do nothing, but it does scale now.
It's empty.
I don't know. Maybe they can make it so that your potion gets rid of Shadow Curse. And that's just like another way of scaling, like how much Shadow Curse your potion gets rid of. I don't know. If they want to stick with the Shadow Curse system. I know from doing this for a bit now that some devs are kind of stuck on certain systems and just like don't want to get away from it because there's a cost to like switching, like rebalancing everything too. Like it's not easy. So maybe if, you know, you just made it so you could get rid of it with potion charges and you like, maybe it forces you to use your potion charges a little bit more carefully. That would be cool. Level 27, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna walk through. Yeah. And we're just gonna go to the boss now. We got all the stuff here. Of course, there's hidden rooms, but meh. Meh. Whatever. We'll go kill the shadow face man. Oop. So I've repositioned my microphone. Hopefully it sounds okay. Before this video, I was moving it and it just kind of slid off the back of my desk. I'm not really sure how that happened. But I was like, okay, I'm going to use this opportunity to readjust where it is placed relative to me. And now that I'm like, you know, however long this video is into testing it, I'm not a fan of where it's currently placed, so I'm gonna have to readjust it again. It should be like the same distance to my mouth hole, but also if I turn left, I'm not exactly talking into it, so that's not good. Less versatility. I might just snap it on the front of the desk so that I can step backwards into it. And really, it's all in, like, it's really about just getting it to where I'm more comfy, having more range on my mic arm for playing controller games, because I have this habit of, like, when I'm playing Sworn or anything like that, and when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out in a little bit, I'm definitely going to be playing that. And I'm just gonna record stuff, and if you guys like it, you do. If not, it'll be on the channel. But not having this problem where I'm playing on a controller and like leaning back in my chair and the mic is like too far away, which is a problem. Also, if you'll notice my Shadow Curse in this fight, now this fight does give you Shadow Curse removal at the front, which is kind of nice. And I'm okay with attacks like the breath giving you Shadow Curse for getting hit, because you're kind of getting punished for, you know, either getting hit or being lazy in my case by just like yapping instead of focusing on dodging. So I think that's fine. I just think normal enemies drop, like hitting you with Shadow Curse feels ridiculous. Also, what's up with our health? Oh, okay. Never mind, I can't read. I thought this was a 3, not a 9. And I was like, that bar is definitely not a 300. Alright, so we have 5 Shadow Curse, which is fine. Spells inflict stun. Crit damage.
Impossible.
Wow. That is awkward. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be destroying things. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Let's not do that. I made an oopsie and forgot to sell. So let's get rid of all of our non-blue stuff. It doesn't really matter. I think we're like super unlikely to find tier 4 gear here. I think most of that comes in darkness, or not darkness, new game +3 and higher. I'm not too worried. Crit damage per Shadow Curse, we love it. And Intimidating Cry is nice. Okay, sure. And our Stinging Curse, Poison, Drink, whatever thing. Kind of ate most of the curse we just got there, which is funny. So we only got 8 out of that. And we already had 5, so... we kind of, like, insane high rolled that. Okay, so the NPC should be in this area. I need to not walk by them, which is something I could see me do. Well, at least in this area or the next area. One of the dungeons, right? An extra dash. I like extra dashes. Yeah, so I guess we will like clear the dungeon just for the sake of not missing a beat here. The colors look very faded to me right now, so I don't know if I'm like having a stroke or something, but kind of off. Oh, right there. Hey guy. Finally, someone alive. Do you know the way out? I do. I guess I got him. If it showed me that I did, I missed it. Bottom right. Okay. Well, we have found the guy. And with that being the case, let's get our orb and get the hell out of here. Fiery leap. See, the thing about that is... okay, the thing about that is I haven't really put any points into leap, so it's just not going to do any damage. Which is, you know, unfortunate, but it is the real reality of the situation. I'm gonna do this the lame way. Just walk here and then dash through. Level 29, almost. Almost. Okay, where's... oh, stairs are always top left. I should... well, almost always top left. I should know this by now. I have quite a bit of time in the game. Fire leap. I'm curious if Nova got buffed. I'll take it just for the hell of it. Again, we don't have any damage, so fire leap scaling's kind of whack. We're a whirlwind merchant here. It is what it is. We spin to win. If we can't win from spinning, we lose. Oh, level 30. How nice. It's aggressive. 20% damage against bosses. Pretty good. We are zooming. Yeah, I don't even think we have optimal gear on either. Kind of just like using what I had. The best axe I could find in my stash. I do think having trinket scale with spell power is interesting, because that should make some stuff that was previously like really like unusably bad. Potentially quite good, because there's a few that are not like Prism, like the epic one that shoots a lot of magic stuff. One could go hard. I'm gonna pass here. This is tempting, but we're so close to Markham's whole set that I'd rather just have the purse. Or not the whole set, but, you know, at least the first set bonus. I did the thing. Sometimes the dungeon map has this layout where it sections off the top left and the regular left. Kinda awkward. Assassin's Mask. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be attuning to that anytime soon, but we have it. If we want to. I will take Headhunter contract. I'll take weapon power. Honestly, just give me all of it. Just give me all the Shadow Curse. And off we go. Off we go to slay all the plants. So, like, the truth of the matter, right, is we're just not critting enough. That's, like, where our damage has failed. These guys not die anymore? These guys are definitely supposed to die, right? Was that a change I missed in the notes? It's interesting. But yeah, we don't have as much crit as we want. I don't have crit on the axe. I don't have crit on the gloves. I think there's one more spot you can get crit on, but I do not have it. So our crit is relatively low, which of course is where most of your damage comes from in this game. Actually, stuff in the top room. That's a first. Evasion, resistances, and another sword that will either sit in our stash for a long time or vendor. I'm just gonna run through. Again, this is specifically why I took gentle traps, so that I could do things like that. I guess you could make the argument, right, that having enemies apply Shadow Curse discourages this type of play that I'm doing right now. But I don't know that discouraging this type of shenanigans that's happening is really the best thing. I'm gonna... Yeah, I was contemplating just not lowering my Shadow Curse, but I guess I'll do it for safety's sake. Oh, hey. Found a hidden room. Fighting Pit 4. 3 strength. To everybody. That's pretty good. Can't really complain about that. So there's 2 secret rooms in these areas, which is neat. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through. Oh, Markham's goes crazy here. Yeah, that was pretty decent. Automatically gain rage when low on life, and you also take less damage when low on life. Yeah, that's a good way to live. It's a powerful effect. All right, what you got for me? Dragon's Claw. Well, I don't think there's a world where we skip this. Yeah. I think I also take Greater Ring of Speed. More attack speed seems like something pretty interested in. I'm going to encourage very bad behavior right now by just walking to this instead of doing it the correct way. You could tell which things are turned off by walking next to one without actually stepping on it. However, you can also tell by just walking over it, and if it doesn't light you on fire, then it's safe, and if it does, well, get off of it. Ocean Gopers 3. Huzzah. That's what I've been talking about. Scroll of Earthquake, okay. I could have swore I hit this. I guess I was in the animation for something different. So Whirlwind did get a nerf since last time I played it, which kind of sucks. All right. Work right healing is crazy valuable. So it's not like the best thing ever anymore. Look at that. Look at that. Hidden room. But it is still Whirlwind, which is pretty freaking cool. Everyone enjoys a little Whirlwind. All right, I'm gonna take the chain undershirt for sure. And that's it. But that does give us 5% more crit chance. And I think we just got, I don't know what happened. Whirlwind got canceled there for some reason. I don't know why. Ugh. I'm trying to get over, I'm trying to fight this cold or something right now. Like I don't feel like I've gotten sick yet, but I also feel like have the most mild cold ever, and there's like random coughs coming out of me. It's very frustrating right now. It's very frustrating because there's like a ton of games in my inbox that I want to cover, but my voice is literally telling me like, hey, stop it. you can only talk so much. But here I am, and I must yap. We're just gonna do this. Yep. I think that's the funniest trap room, because you open the door to exit, and the saw trap comes out just to get you. It's funny. Damn shadow. I mean, whatever. We get weapon power and weapon crit damage from spell power, so it's fine. Area level is 29. These guys are gonna die pretty quick, I imagine, since we get to double dip on Whirlwind. Well, if they stay together. Does Whirlwind cost more mana? Honestly, I think they should just make Whirlwind you can just hold it forever, as long as you have the mana for it. We survive. Closed circuits, extra weapon damage. We don't hate that. Oh, another change they made that I totally forgot about. Chest drops. The item inside the chest is based on what your I don't know if it's based on what gear you're using, or if it's based on your primary stat. I mean, not your primary stat, but like the stat you've invested the most in on your character, right? Like your highest stat. I guess it's gonna be the same regardless. Like you're gonna be using, if you're playing like a Dex Barbarian, you're gonna be using Dex gear, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Take health regen per stack. But that is a change. So if you're like playing a strength ranger or a deck or an int ranger, boss chests are gonna give you the appropriate thing. Whereas previously, if you were playing a ranger, you're going to get Dex gear. Likewise, if you were playing a caster rogue, which is very popular because of how strong it is, you will get int gear from loot. And we got a nice thing here. Arctic Steps. Nice. Thing I can't pick up. Sanctified water. A bunch of resources. Let me just drop something here. Just destroy that. And I'm just going to destroy that. See, this is from when I fell asleep. All that gear. So, anyway, yeah. Nice of them to give us a room. Ow. I got, not silence, disarmed there. Couldn't attack. Had no arms. Oh, one of the other changes, I saw they did buff the lightning mages a little bit. They had been nerfed previously. So their lightning now scales like, it doesn't do a lot at the start, but the longer you stand in it, the more damage it does. And it now picks up a little bit faster is all. So it's not like terrible, but you do not want to be standing in enemy lightning anymore. Okay, let's get out of the stage. I think lack of appropriate statted gear is very much showing up with what we're doing right now. Obviously, I can clear everything just fine, but the difference between a well-built character versus a poorly built character really starts to show up in this area. Ring of Speed. Sure, I mean, look, movement speed items are pretty great. I feel like. And obviously there is a point where you max out your skill tree, like your talent tree, so you have to have other places to put stuff. Which is kind of what they have, like you put your talent points into attunement, so you can put your talent points into your weapon damage scaling, which is another thing that got buffed. It's like 5% per point now instead of 3. But I do think it would be nice to have like an actual talent tree in this game.
That skill's not yet ready.
Separate from the skills, like, you know, the skill level stuff. I'm just gonna go forward. You know, you could do that one the right way, but you could do it the Jeff way as well. Which I don't know if I really want to get that coined as like the Jeff way being just running face first into traps, but if I keep this up, I feel like that's almost inevitable, huh? Oh, I'm just gonna do it the Jeff way. Wouldn't that be a hell of a thing to go, like, to be known for on YouTube? Like, oh, just do it the Jeff way. What's that? Just run face first into it. Also, I'm getting absolutely rolled here. There's too many enemies. Let's get out. It's too many. There's too much shenanigans in that room for me to deal with. All right. So we're just gonna like stick and move here. If we just basic attack it, I think we can do pretty well. Just we cast shout on cooldown for healing. And then auto attack the rest. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, Whirlwind definitely did get nerfed though. It's one of those situations where like, yeah, having all your skills maxed out does help because they do end up doing quite a bit of damage. Alright, I kind of want to get out of this fight relatively soon because once they start putting up this red fire here that the final boss uses, it can be dangerous. Also, the final boss got changed a little bit. I think he does more damage at the start and less damage at the end, if I read it correctly. And the serpents have been demised. Off we go. Crest of Triumph, Scroll of Swiftness, Powerful Grand Tome of not being used ever. Tomes need to look at for sure. Why'd I... It's fine. I was like, I just tapped the right mouse button. It's like, well, there goes my whirlwind cooldown. Jeez, it's a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes on me. A lot of Shadow Curse too. That is true. I didn't turn off curses though. Or not curses. I didn't turn off corridor traps, which would turn off his nonsense. Drums of Battle is pretty good. You can trigger it for pretty cheap, and it's pretty good. I don't want to like stick around in this area too much, just because I feel like this setup is pretty bad for handling this stuff. We are we are in some type of hell here. All right, so where are the potions? It's a lot of enemies. It's a lot of enemies. Damage? Gold gain. I'm gonna go and say it. Gold. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. We have a problem now. I actually need the potion room. Okay, it's up here. I'm just gonna get out because I just messed up and used a lot of my stuff. Or maybe I'm not getting out. Also, I need to stop pressing that. Interesting situation I've gotten myself into here. At the very least. I've never had so many eyes on me. Did I salvage it? We good? I think I'm good. Well, if I'm gonna be honest, that was terrifying. I thought I accidentally threw there. I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'm gonna go get these resources while we're here, since it is obviously important. I don't really want to use another potion if I don't have to. But I will use one right here. Alright. Now I'm going to get out of the stage before anything else bad happens. I say that, but I haven't even triggered the end stage fight yet. I don't think. Maybe? Oh, I guess I did. Okay, well... That was terrifying. Oh my gosh. It's alright. We survived. Oh, he doesn't 360 no scope anymore? Huh. It's gonna walk away. No. That was rude. That was rude of him. He clipped me. So, as far as I know, though, this guy doesn't have any type of rage timer, so you're not, like, super pressed at the beginning. So there's, like, no reason to... If you have any sort of healing, there's no reason to rush the fight. This is significantly worse than, you know, any of the bomber characters are good ranged attackers. Or honestly, even like a dagger attacker, I think would do more. I guess it's just the nerf to Whirlwind. Maybe Hammer would be better now? I don't know. Anyways, off to phase 2. Where will we... This part can be I mean, to say this part can be a problem, but I don't know how long this phase actually lasts. If it has a set time, or if it's just kill the enemies. You might have to kill all the enemies to trigger phase 3, and if that's the case, then like that... I don't know. See, it seemed like he was going to come back no matter what. You just have to deal with him plus shadows. Okay, guy. Ow. Threw a spear at me. Get weakened. Get weakened. Yeah, this is a tedious fight. There's nothing I can really do to make it faster, I don't think. You know, it'd be cool if I had ultimate abilities, like a bar that charged it up or something. You have some like crazy big attack. Be interesting, I think. I don't know. At some point, modding tools are gonna get added, and this game's gonna go absolutely bananas, I suspect. He got me. He got me. It's official. Oh, he's in phase 3 too. It's really just more annoying than anything. Because there's just so much BS on the ground. Okay. But Warcry healing is good. It's pretty good. You just hack away. And dead? This rotation? We have to wait for one more. No, I think we got him now. Or he does any other nonsense. All right, sweet. No, that's a tier 3 mall. And that is just, I don't know what the shields are. I'd have to look at the chart. It's gonna get rid of this sword here. By get rid of, I did not mean put on. I will destroy the sword to pick up this shield. And we are out of New Game Plus 2 with this character. Whirlwind did most of the damage, but again, it wasn't that crazy. Fire damage, does it show fire damage dealt? It doesn't. It shows different elemental types taken. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. 60,000, 200, 240, 110. Definitely more of that stuff. And we can now go to New Game Plus 3 with this guy if we were to choose to, but I'll probably do with something else, but get some more points. This was the layout. But yeah, like I was saying, you can now go over here and get more damage per, you know, per star point put into that. Also, there should be a new NPC somewhere. Oh, it looks like he's over here. Let's go see what he's got for us. Okay, so for a sizable amount of talent points here, you can increase the damage of a spell, but also increase their mana cost. That seems like a pretty bad deal for the most part. 8% mana cost for 3% damage. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have to sure up those numbers. But anyway, yeah, that's the new update. I don't know if I'll be doing any more runs of this till there's another update. But the game's definitely fun. Like I said, there's some other changes here. Like, we check out the Warden. This now has a 0.15 second cooldown, which is crazy. So this guy's probably really good, because he was already really good. But anyways, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.